I thought it would be fun to do like a special like Father's Day podcast today. And I wanted to start off the whenever I decided to cut that in. I thought it'd be fun because last time you were with us, you did a birth story.
I did. And my wife has mentioned that I'm not allowed to talk
she's
about
not
her
three anymore.
Anatomy experiences on
Candy,
podcasts
can
anymore.
I just tell you, you have brought joy to tens of 20s of people.
Like there's like somebody.
No, they're
in
actually
America that's
when
like,
we
that
clipped
was funny.
that, there were a lot of people that texted me like, "Bro, that was like the funniest." It was great. It
is funny.
It is funny.
I told her, I was like, I didn't say anything about like, if anything, people resonate with you because you were doing the hardest job in the world, which is literally bringing life into this world.
Right.
And they were saying, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, like I will never forget that moment.
That's a great story.
So it's probably the angriest I've ever been in my life, and I'm not playing.
Yeah.
So what is this? What do you keep touching this like I'm doing something wrong?
Well, no, you keep. So I was just I turned you down to 44 because you were clipping when you were getting excited in the red. So then I was just making sure that I was in the sweet spot with 50.
Will agree with me about how crazy Rose is.
I agree.
Episode 8.
No, the question is, will anyone hear?
No, probably not.
I think we could definitely do a YouTube. We could probably do a YouTube clip that doesn't come from an actual podcast,
Right.
though.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I would definitely not use everything that we did at the beginning.
No, probably not. Probably not. But anyway, so it's Father's Day. It's almost Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers. This is my first year of being a father.
Daddies.
Beep. All right, and we're back.
We're back.
Why is it happy birthday, Daddies?
Can that be a t-shirt in your store? I'm just coming up with ideas. You want a great Father's Day gift?
Daddies.
Happy birthday, Daddies. That has so many applications.
This would be the thing too.
That could be
it would say
like
it would say like Happy Birthday, Daddies. Happy Father's Day. Because it's like
oh my goodness.
A lot of applications of that. You could buy it for birthdays.
Especially.
Yes, Trevor.
We gotta cut this and start again. Happy Father's Day, Dillon. We talked about nothing.
Happy birthday, Daddies.
Happy birthday. Those shirts would sell. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, I don't know who would buy them. I know exactly who would buy them. That's the scary part.
But it'd still be funny.
I'm like sweating and I'm laughing right now.
Yeah, I'm crying. The pits
Okay,
are wet.
so anyway, so it's
Full
Father's Day. Let's try for the fifth
If I
time.
wear black shirts, you're gonna be able to see it.
I don't know. Am I sweaty?
No, you're good.
Yeah, dude. Got that iron in my deodorant.
Happy Father's Day, Dillon.
So it's Father's Day. Coming soon. Coming soon.
Yeah. It is
Sunday.
Yeah.
I think, right?
I think so.
Anyways, coming soon.
Do you want? I did spoil my wife's Father's Day gift accidentally before we started this podcast.
So what, you bought yourself a gift?
So no, I didn't buy myself a gift. So my wife, what I love about her is she tries to do a lot more intentional things than just like, here's a new X. So she's like, I did something for you. And I was like, oh, it's really sweet of you. And I monitor the finances, so I was like, I don't remember seeing anything out of the ordinary. Well, our Google Drives are like connected. So that didn't cross my mind. So Candy, when you see this, I did figure it out, which I'm really looking forward to it. But I assume what she did. So I found a PDF for, what I know about my dad. And I bet you she had the kids fill out what are my favorites. It has like my favorite sports team. What do I like to eat? What do we love about our dad? And I think she had the kids fill that out for me that I get to read on Father's Day, which I'm really looking forward to. But it definitely spoiled because I saw the PDF there. I'm like, well, I didn't put this random Father's Day PDF in Google.
Or it's a decoy.
And that would be some 3D chess.
Bought you like a boat.
But I don't want a boat. I want a hangar where I can have a studio.
You could put like a coat on it?
Yes.
I
see what you did there. Because I've been to YouTube's. They Google bought like hangars out, like a historical hangar out.
That would be sweet.
California.
We could put like my private jet in there.
Yeah, the one that you flew me in on because I don't live here in the Bahamas.
8 minutes.
We did a line.
Yeah. Anyway.
And you can just have the beginning be the multiple.
This would be so funny, dude. Okay, so happy Father's Day, everyone. So last time you were on, this is why I wanted to start this podcast.
Wait, this is the first time we're talking. We haven't.
This is insane. Yeah, we're 42 minutes in and have zero content.
Zero content. I don't know. I feel like that Star Wars was
That was good. That was good. That'll be a separate clip. That'll just be a good. Anyway, so happy Father's Day, everybody.
Okay. If your guest tomorrow comes in and says this rug smells like coffee, it came out of my mouth.
For those that missed it, and there was coffee all over.
At least I did it off camera, I think. Okay.
No, yeah, I think the show is going to be 15 minutes of us laughing, dude.
It's just going to be a compilation of us trying to start saying happy Father's. You just caught me off guard because I thought we were in it, and then you said it again, and it got me.
The title's going to be The Podcast That Never Started. Just keep
the first scene's going to be our eyes bloodshot red. Happy Father's Day, Dillon. Were they snorting cocaine before they started? Holy smokes, you can't start the episode. That YouTube will flag it, by the way. You can't have drugs in the first 30 seconds.
Okay, well, we'll start earlier.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. I love how comfortable we are.
Yeah, that's
this
good.
This is good. This is good vibes.
I'm scared to grab my mug, to be transparent. I'm going to try, because I really want the rest of that coffee.
It's not gross. It goes through your mouth to get to your esophagus and stomach anyway. What's the difference if it comes in, goes out, goes back in?
I thought I could like swallow it real quick.
I'm going to say Happy Father's Day.
Okay, I'm ready.
And before I say it, I just want you to either drink a sip or wait.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Because
we're gonna do this one more time.
I'm not gonna laugh.
And I just want you to be ready.
I did think about dead puppies. Dead puppies.
What kind though? Because it kind of matters.
What's the saddest dead puppy? Because the Chihuahua is kind of a humorous
right.
thought.
It's like, dude, I'd shoot one.
Right.
Yeah. Like I feel like a big dog, like a shepherd, or like someone that's like a loving, caring, like a
German
golden
Shepherd
retriever.
Would be sad, or a Saint Bernard. Would be sad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like a Chihuahua,
right.
I could be like
Pit Bull, fine. Let it be dead.
Right.
My dogs, let them be dead.
Yeah,
Love them.
Dude, your dogs are
they're very annoying.
insane and girthy.
Yeah. Mason's got some thick.
Yeah, bro.
There's some male dogs that look at Mason and go like, I would.
So anyway, happy Father's Day, everybody. And Trevor, you recognize Trevor from the past 20 minutes of the podcast.
Yeah, it's wait, we have 20 minutes beforehand?
40.
Yeah.
4.
No, but happy Father's Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day. And I thought it would be fun because last time you came on the show, you gave a delicious, not the word.
Delicious what?
Interesting birth story. And this is gonna be insane, dude.
I'm going to go home immediately and just be like, Candy, your birth story, delicious. Out of the words of one of my friends.
Yeah, that was not the right adjective. Anyway, so happy Father's Day,
Dillon.
And I thought it'd be fun to start the podcast giving my birth story. Not mine. I don't remember it.
Right, or like your birth story, like of Madeline's?
My first time being a dad.
Okay.
Because Happy Father's Day. What the best way I think we could start a Happy Father's Day podcast is talk about the first time of us being a father.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Sorry.
And how we yes. Right.
It's a crazy moment.
It's a crazy moment.
It's a crazy moment.
And when you were telling your story, for those that don't, I'll link the video here. Like you can go see the 9-minute clip of it's hilarious. So. I had a little bit different scenario than you did, where I was the one in pain.
Okay.
So I think it's a good hook.
Yeah, it's a great hook because I have not heard this story.
So let me tell you how Madeline was born. I became a father because it's not all sunshine and rainbows for the guy. I just need everyone to understand that. Women, you go through a lot. Men, we go through things too. Right. So I just need to understand.
Equally. Like when we get a cold, it's like you guys having birth. That's the way it is.
Actually, you could argue it's worse.
It might be worse.
All
like
the women
we're
are
sick,
fuming right now. Yeah. Anyway.
right.
So
the retention, I just saw it go off a cliff.
All the men just keep watching. The women
like,
just
yes. Colds are the worst. I shouldn't do this.
So anyway, it was a normal morning, and it was 2 weeks before the delivery date.
Oh,
so
go early?
No planning, whatever.
Right, you wouldn't.
So I had a 8 a.m. meeting for work. I drive out there, run the meeting, come back, and Anna's like, I think my water broke. I was like 8:45 in the morning. I was like,
what are you
I'm like, are you sure? Like, I don't know. I don't really know how to ask those questions without being insensitive. I'm like, I peed my pants before.
Right. It's like,
is it the same?
I don't not believe you, but
I just want to make sure. Right. So anyway, so it was for sure like there was something going on, right? And she started feeling maybe like a couple contractions. We weren't sure, but it wasn't like.
Has she had
whatever?
Like
we weren't packed.
Braxton Hicks or anything before then?
A little bit, but not tons. Yeah. So we had one scare beforehand that we went to triage for. So anyway, so we start packing up. It was a casual day. We start packing up our stuff. We start going, whatever. Our hospital's 45 minutes away because we went to Ann Arbor.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm just like, what happened?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
What happened?
So we drive. We want to stop for lunch. I'm like, hey, do you want lunch? Because it's not like, some birth stories are like the woman's like crowning in the car and the guy's going 400 miles an hour. We were just like, it's a normal day.
Right.
Anna wasn't really contracting that much, but like we need to get things checked out.
Things are moving, but
yeah,
there's
it
no
wasn't
reason to like freak out.
So we stopped by Penn Station, as you do.
Right.
Get some subs.
Yeah.
Okay. For those that haven't been in Penn Station, it's the top 3 sub place, in my opinion. We'll get on that later. It's so good. They grill it on the grill, but they actually grill the meat itself. So you get like the worst thing possible is when you grill a sub and the meat or the bread is done, but the meat is cold.
Right.
The worst. But they make sure it's hot all the way through. Anyway, so we get like a greasy Italian sub. Okay. Big, whatever. I eat mine. Anna's like not eating much, but I'm like, you need to eat something, but she's like nervous, whatever. So we get to the hospital.
Okay.
We're in there, we're in triage, and at first they're like, no, your baby, we don't think you're pregnant. But then they did like a little swab test. Wait. Sorry, we don't think you're delivering today.
We don't think you're
She
pregnant.
was definitely pregnant.
Right.
But we don't think you're delivering today. So they do the swab test. Turns out she's delivering. Right. So we're like, we go from like chill day to like, oh snap, this thing's happening. This is it. This is it.
We're meeting the kid.
Yeah, this is crazy. So anyway, like this was 2:00. It's like 7:00. Anna's contractions are starting. Keep in mind, I have a big greasy sub in my stomach. Yeah. This whole time I'm nervous.
I have a feeling that is
I'm nervous.
Factor in here.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden she starts getting contractions. Now my wife decided to do a natural labor. Yeah. Mainly because she hates, needles.
An epidural is no joke.
Hey, honey, I was just telling a story about you. Where were we?
We're back. So
sorry, my wife just called me. Ironically, my wife just called me.
Yeah, ironically, but you were nervous.
Yes.
You have a big old greasy sub in my stomach. Tum-tum,
yes.
And she's going naturally, which means
extra
a
stress.
lot of pain.
Yes. So, and then we had a doula from our church. Hope, love her to death, came to help. Whatever. So Anna's in very intense labor right now. Every 2 minutes now, there's contractions. It's a lot. Yeah. And so she's in the tub labor. They have a tub there. So she's like laboring in the tub. And basically, for those that don't know, if you ever have a natural delivery, Anna had a lot of back pain. So like for the whole time, we're putting pressure on Anna's back, trying to help her with each contraction. I am down squatting in a squatting position. For an hour.
There you go.
I have a greasy sub in my stomach. But I'm in like primal poop position. Right. This is how like you go to Africa. This is how they poop. I'm in squatting position, helping my wife for an hour, hour and a half. And all of a sudden, I understand my wife's trying to get something out. I'm trying to get something out too. Okay? So anyway, I start like I go to Hope and I'm like, hey, like I gotta go to things are like both of me and Anna are both trying to accomplish a goal here.
Same goal.
Right. Well, yes, we're trying to get relief from the pain.
Component, right?
Yes. And I start leaving, and Anna turns around. She's like, "Don't leave me!" baby. And I'm like, well, it scared the crap out of me. Literally, I was like everything's like.
That sounds
So
like I'll bring that back up.
Yeah, she's like, I'll come back. So I'm like, I can't leave her because Anna's like, I can't leave her, obviously. But I'm like in distress, dude. You know when you get the poo sweats? So I'm nervous. My wife's in pain. I have to take a dump. Yep. Okay, and I'm not trying to say that my experience was worse than my wife. Right. I'm just saying it was uncomfortable. Right. I had some back labor.
Would recommend.
Right. But here's the thing. So I'm like in this position. I couldn't handle it anymore. Anna finally turns around to look at the opposite wall. And I'm like, Hope, like I got it. Like I'm jetting. Right. Okay. We couldn't go in the same room that we were in because the tub was in the same room as the toilet.
Right.
So I can't go there. So I have to leave the suite completely, go down the hall, turn a right, go down another hall, take a left.
So nice and close.
That's the bathroom. Right. So Anna's like not paying attention. I like jet out of there. I'm like, finally, my delivery is here.
Right.
It's time. I'm delivering this thing. Right. Like it's coming out. I sit down and it won't come. It won't happen. I didn't poop for 2 days. I got nervous, dude. I sit down, I'm like, finally. And I sit down and all of a sudden I just hear, that's it.
That's horrendous.
So I come back defeated.
Yes.
Because I'm like,
you did not succeed.
I didn't succeed. Pain? Yeah, it was not pleasant.
You're all lodged up.
Yeah, so anyway, then my wife actually is the one who delivered. So she actually had a successful delivery, and I did not. Yep. But literally, I tell Anna all the time, like, look, I want you to understand, I know you were in pain, but it wasn't rainbows and sunshines over here either.
Right. I endured as well.
Right. I went through some crap.
You know how they say there's sympathy pains?
Yeah.
Like, it's like your body used that sub as a way for you to resonate with your wife.
Right, I think so. Yeah. I think so. Like I think I get a glimpse of it.
Yeah, a small window.
I'm actually just trying to piss off all the women listening to this because they're like, you have no idea.
You have no idea. Well, arguably, have you had a sub stuck in your intestines?
That's a good question. Yeah, so but I will say, man, when Madeline was born, dude, I sobbed. Because it was exhausting. Because there was a spot in the delivery where we lost her heartbeat. We couldn't find it. And it wasn't like her heart stopped beating, but they couldn't find it on the monitor. Right. And Anna was in a lot of pain, so she was moving a lot. So they kept trying to like find it, and they couldn't. And it was like 3 minutes had gone by. Right. And I'm generally a very cool person under pressure. Right. But I was just like, I went to Hope. I'm like, they better freaking find that heartbeat, or I'm gonna start like throwing hands. Like they do your freaking job. Right. And I'm not. They did a great job. But I'm like, like in that moment, I'm like, I'm a dad. Intense, like dude, if there's a problem, like the issue was if there's a problem, we need to know there's a problem. Right. You can't just kept saying, oh, we can't find the heartbeat. Right. Okay, well, is it beating or not? Right. Because if it's not beating, that's a completely different scenario than we can't find it. Right. And they were great. They found it, and after like 3 minutes, dude, I'm telling you, because the whole time you would hear like because it was monitored the whole time. When it stopped, and there was silence in that room. Right. It's like terrifying. I don't think I've ever felt that. Yeah. Like paralyzed, and I was just praying. I was like, Lord, please. And dude, when that heartbeat came back on, oh man, so I was already emotional. Yeah. Anna birthed out this Goliath of a baby, 9.5 pounds. Ooh. Massive baby. Yeah. And it the moment happened, you heard that first cry. Yeah. For those people that aren't fathers yet, I mean, dude, that first cry of that kid is just it's unreal, unbelievable. And what's weird is, right, that's mine. I will protect it, love it, and care for it till the day I die. 100%. There's this natural thing that I think God gave us. And so anyway, and then the best highlight was, so I made it a practice to talk to Madeline every night before bed when she was still in the belly. Excuse me. She was a baby in the belly. I talked to her every night before bed. And she was born, put on Anna's chest. Yep. And then Anna, I came over and Anna's like, talk to her. And I was like, hey, honey, hey, Madeline, it's your dad. And she lifts her head up and looks at me. Aww. And the nurse was like, she knows your voice. She knows who you are. And I just I lost it. Just ugly cried. Yeah. There's no shame in that. Oh my goodness. So it was a beautiful thing. It was when the baby was born, all this liquid just shot across the room. Yeah, and this nurse was like from Alien. Yeah, dude. And this nurse was just like, it's wild. Wow. And she dodged it. And then here comes Matt, like Orcs. Right. It was like an Orcs being made. And Madeline's like, just like,
So my wife got to help with her sister's birth.
Oh, cool.
Got to be in there, and
so she got the full view.
So she finally got to understand.
See the other side.
I was trying to tell her, like, obviously she's doing the work, but I'm like, it's freaking wild. I'm like, I'm not trying to be like in a silly way, but I'm like, it is so insane. Like when I think back, I'm like, it's just everything's happening. It's crazy. There's who knows what going on. And I was like, when she finally got, she was like, I get what you were saying.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's nuts. It is absolutely nuts. But it's an incredible moment. And I differently to you, Candy and I both didn't cry at any of our children's births. But there is something, I think part of it was just fatigue and like the accomplishing the mission. But there is something about like, I don't know about for you. Like I've never been like man, don't cry. But I didn't cry much before having kids. Once we started having kids, like when they start to grow and learn and accomplish things, I am an absolute mess. Like when my daughter had her first dance recital, ugly. It was not pretty. I'm just tears.
Oh my!
Because I'm just so proud. It's a different. I don't know. There's something about that connection with your kid that's like unreal.
It definitely grows over time. It was kind of like it was an all-time high when Madeline was born, and I talked about this on another podcast. But the first 3 months was like, you don't feel a big connection.
Right.
Because
they don't do much.
Yeah, well, they don't need you. They don't need you either.
No.
They need mom.
They need mom.
It's always mom. It's always good. Sorry, we're multitasking work on this podcast right now. I'm like getting texts.
We're like, listen, we own businesses.
We're trying to make it happen. But there's no connection those first 3 to 6 months because all they need is mom. And I felt like it was like weird because it was like, yes, it's my kid, but this baby just doesn't need me. But then as Madeline's gotten older and like she's starting reacting and like knowing who dad is and like Madeline laughs with me way more than she does Anna because like I'm like the playmate now. Right. Like dad's home, fun things are about ready to happen, right? And so now there's that connection, that daddy-daughter connection building, which is just like, okay, like it's been fun now. The first few months were just like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love snuggling a baby, newborn, like, you know, but they are just pretty much a sack of skin that just cry, poop, and don't do much else. Yeah. And but then the connection, I think, is because then Anna felt more connected with the baby then, right? Because the baby needs her to survive, right? Whereas I think as the kids get older, I think that's when dads really start feeling the connection. Yes. When the kids can do things, play, and then when they voluntarily come give you cuddles, right? Then like the other day, I picked up Madeline, she goes, "Mwah!" kisses me on the cheek. I'm like,
yeah, just melts you.
Just wrap me around your finger more, would you?
Or your shoulder, and they just want to be held by you.
Yeah. We watched an episode of Blue Clues the other day.
There you go.
Blues Clues, Blues Clues.
Old one or
yeah, old one. Yeah, Blues Clues. And Madeline was just like dancing, and then after I put it on, she just gave me a big hug, and we just like watched Blues Clues, and I was just like, this is great. Awesome. I just want to teach my child to be a lazy, degenerate American watching TV. This is awesome.
I don't know. There's some good content to enjoy with your kids, though.
Yeah,
right.
It's fun.
I'm a big Bluey fan. So.
Yeah, we've watched Bluey. We're waiting. We're kind of holding off on the like super until she gets maybe like 1.5 or 2.
They can't truly appreciate it at that.
No, but Blue's Clues is also like super mild and like not very like visually stimulating. So it's kind of the perfect like show.
Yeah, I have a whole on sensationalism, but that is, I don't even know if you have time for that conversation today, but yeah.
Another time.
I'm very against it.
But anyway, happy Father's Day to everybody. If you're a dad, that's awesome, man. I mean, keep being a dad it up. Yeah, and you know, honestly, it's like not even cool to be a dad anymore. Like there's just so many things in our culture that's just
culture says it's not cool to be dad. Right. But I would argue, if you will, just, you know, because I know we've been trying to record this thing for, you guys don't even know how long we've been trying
we are actually in 1 hour.
We are at 1 hour. You will see
right now. We just hit
minutes,
it. Yeah.
Just to be transparent. But so when it comes to, there is in our culture a deprioritization or a de-emphasis of like the value of a dad that's loyal, loving, and respectable. Yet, I will give you the example. This is a little tease for whenever we do another podcast, but I'm also working on content on this, is that I actually think, I'm going to go back to Bluey. The reason that Bluey, it's a meteoric rise for Bluey, by the way, starting in 2017 as a local Australian cartoon, is now surpassed in under 10 years Peppa Pig, Paw Patrol, any Disney show, except, and I know that Disney streams them, but one of their setups with Disney is Disney's not allowed to tell them how they write their show. Right. I think that's critical because Bluey represents a nuclear family structure, which we're like almost scared to say that out loud. With a dad that is, he's not perfect. Actually, throughout the show, he asks he asks for forgiveness, tells his kids he's sorry, but the Chili, the mom, respects him. He loves those kids. He plays with them, but also is responsible and works.
Yeah.
And leads the home. Doesn't mean he's not goofy. Actually, he's quite goofy, but he's a father figure. And I'm like, I don't think it's shocking that show has transcended in the way. And I think there's a lot of reasons. I think one of the reasons is because we actually all want that.
Yeah. There's an attack on the two-parent family, especially here in America.
It is.
And there's a lot of people that say, hey, like, you don't need to have a dad. You can be raised by two moms. You can be raised by one mom. And listen, all you single mothers that were forced in a situation, props to you.
Huge kudos.
Dads matter. You as a dad, you matter.
You matter. And you should step up as a dad, too. This isn't just like, oh, you know, it's there's a lot of fathers that they elect in the participation of making a kid and duck out on the responsibility of taking care of that kid.
Correct.
And that's unacceptable.
Correct.
And it's the most reward. There's nothing more rewarding than investing in those children.
I think it's very few blessings that equate to starting a family, loving those kids, and it's going to be hard. It's a journey. Not easy. No, I mean, I only have one kid that's one, so I know I don't even know the half of it right now. I know it's going to be good.
Getting mobile.
Yeah, she's getting there. Yeah, she's scooting.
It's fun.
But anyway, I just thought it'd be fun to record a little Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Thought it'd be fun to bring another dad on the pod with us. Don't say it.
I'm not going to hurt it.
And keep being dads, man. Love your kids. Love your wives. Yeah. And Happy Father's Day. Hope you do something special. Any other fun things outside of
outside of that, just keep being a great daddy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We're gonna start crying.
Yeah, that would be an interesting way to end this.
We already laughed.
There's been tears.
Yeah.
No, be a dad and watch Bluey.
Watch Bluey. Yep. Bluey, sponsor us.
Yeah, that would be great, actually.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. What do we end scene?
Cut. No. Thanks, you guys, for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, comment. We have a lot of fun content coming up. And appreciate you
in the
and the other ones
realm.
this is fun.
This is, you know what? It's just letting our
this
hair
is
down
a blast
and talk about we love our kids.
Yeah.
So
oh man, we could talk about
I could talk about my kids for hours.
You have a good
very
crew,
vibrant
and
motley crew.
Yeah,
I love them all. Love all of you kids.
Happy birthday, Daddy.
Happy birthday, Daddy. Shirt's coming soon.
Okay, bye.
It'd be a great shirt.
Yeah, it would be a good shirt.
I would want a hat that says Daddy. Why not?
I'm getting one that says Daddy's Girl.
That's a cute one.
Girl Dad.
Girl Dad.
Girl Dad.
Yeah, that's like the Barstool brand. That's neat. That was a smart idea.
And then there's one called Dad Gang. There's a hat thing coming about Dad Gang. That's cool. Anna's getting me that for Father's Day. Cool. Also know that. Yeah. So
I'm getting a cool.
Being a girl dad's awesome.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I was really wanting a boy, and I told everyone that because I'm like, I feel like but then now that Madeline's here, I'm like, I can't imagine.
Yeah. It's having a daughter is wonderful. It's taught me a lot, and I also have boys as well.
Yeah.
And that's a whole. And bro, if I could tell you that there's a distinct difference.
Yeah, right.
It is unreal.
Yes. Yes.
Like what I have to deal with the boys and deal with my daughter, all blessings, but all just an interesting mixture of emotions and personality and fun.
It's awesome.
And also I live and breathe unicorns in our household.
Yeah.
So we have so many.
Madeline's a big book reader. The other day, Anna caught her just giggling to herself reading a book.
So sweet.
You know, she would just turn the page and go,
That's cool.
Can't wait.
The touch and feel books are great.
Yeah. Oh, massive.
Kids at like Madeline's age, Rowan enjoys those as well because, they can't quite read, but they can see the picture, touch the picture. And it's like, oh, that's cool. So.
On a side note, one of my buddies just texted me. Let's see if he hit 1,000.
Side note, my phone is blowing up.
999 subscribers. Okay, anyway, we will do an official outro. Thank you guys. Please subscribe. Please watch the channel. Trevor is great. The man locked in right now. Dude, you're texting no looking. That's impressive.
Yeah, I'm literally texting clients as we do
this has been a rough. We kind of just forced this thing out.
You know what? Just like you trying to force out the sub.
which did not happen. But this did happen.
Right. Talk about circular story.
That's a good way to close. Anyway, thank you guys for coming by. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Bye.
Nice.